Alright folks, this time it is actually round... No, I just cannot do it. It is actually time for round 2 and that's a blue deck. What is the best sequence here? So we gotta go figure, turn 2, upgrade figure, attack with Swift Spear and figure for 3. We could Swift Spear now for 1. Next turn play figure plus green or plus skull clamp. I kinda like the playing figure turn 1, like playing a 2-power creature on turn 1 seems like one of the better options for us at this stage, I believe. Like Swift Spear will sometime deal 2, sometime 3, but in general this will deal more, I believe. We'll just upgrade that. If they have a bolt, well, they have a bolt, whatever. And intend to attack for 3. Looks like they have 6, so we'll probably deal 3. And there's a pretty high chance this is a Kiki-Jiki deck, as we've seen. I think a Pestomite, maybe an Exarch, but I'm not sure. But I think at least a Pestomite and a Kiki-Jiki at some point in the draft. And yeah. So if they can assemble the combo quickly enough, this could be a little bit difficult, but we have a good draw here for sure. Next turn we can go Lavamancer, Skull Clamp, which should be pretty good, as they will Phantasmal Image something. The Swift Spear, alright. Sure, I believe the move is Skull Clamp, equip our own Swift Spear, and they have no good block. As far as we know. And then we can play Lavamancer. Them copying Swift Spear here I think was a pretty good news, because now there's not a lot of things they could have for 1 blue here, unless they have Ancestral Recall, which would be a pretty bad thing for us, but there's not a ton we could do. Otherwise they take 5. Next turn we have Koth, so things are looking pretty decent. I don't think I'm gonna play around the Sweeper, because if they had a Sweeper, I don't think they would have copied the Swift Spear last turn. It doesn't really make sense doing that into casting something like Sweltering Suns. I might be wrong, but seemed a little bit unlikely, I think. Jess is a good card. It is not so strong against mono red in general, though, so I'm not too worried. As here, we will probably drop Koth. We know they cannot have Daze because our first opponent already had Daze. And this will try to kill Jace. If they want to chump block, they can chump block, and this will attack their face basically. If Jace leaves, it's fine. I mean, I can live with that. It means they are chumping, so it's not like they are generating a lot of value. I mean, they are, you know, they will get to bounce something or brainstorm and whatnot, but they, you know, they had to chump block to do so, so I don't think it's a big problem. I mean, Planeswalker are annoying, they generate value every turn, but I mean, most of them at least. Some Planeswalker works a little bit differently, and when an ultimate is coming, you might want to do something else. But in general, sometimes I see players sacrificing a lot of value to deal with Planeswalker, and sometimes it's right, but sometimes, like, if what you are losing is higher than what the Planeswalker can generate, you should probably not do that. And here it's fine. I mean, they get a Brainstorm, but they lost a creature, they lost a card in the process, so it's not really that big of a deal. I assume that at this point of the game, a Brainstorm is better than a random 1/2, so this play looks fine, it's probably the right move. However, it is not really a big deal for us, and I will not lose 4 damage trying to attack Chase with both creature. Now, if we can, I'd rather be able to kill them next turn. I'm a little bit worried about them going Pestomite or Exarch into Kiki-Jiki. if they don't play anything right now. I guess we shall see. But in general, blue-red deck are pretty soft to mono-red because they don't have a lot of way to gain life. However, the Exarch combo can finish the game very quickly. So there's no reason to play around these, but we should probably we should play around Force Pack. And here the cool thing is that we can attack. They have a Foff, I guess, sure. But if you Foff here, you die, I believe. So yeah, we could split like that. I'm pretty sure they are dead here because for one blue there's not much they can do. But yeah, they conceded. Yeah, they needed something to interact with my board or counter. Otherwise, you just take, I don't know, they take what? 4. They would have taken like 13, something like that. I could have killed them and killed Jace, so it was pretty much game over. They should not even have Foff because, well, here it did not give a lot of information. Like, it's a Charm and Impulse are cards you will play in any blue-red deck, but let's imagine they reveal Kiki-Jiki here, then I know a lot more. I know a lot more about their deck, and I can play accordingly because now I just have, a hinge that they might be on the combo since they are playing blue-red, but I'm not sure. So, they could have give up a lot of information here. Is the point. I don't think we'll be siding match in any matchup. Here it doesn't look like we need or want something specifically. Like, I don't see any reason to bring in 6 or 5 drops. Walking Ballista could be an option if they have Pestomite, if they are actually doing that. And it's not great against Deceiver Exarch, but if their way to kill us is by copying Pestomite, Walking Ballista is decent at, a creature you can play early on that can deal a little bit of damage, apply pressure, and that gives you a little bit of insurance against the combo. Similarly to how it worked with against Saili and Felidar Guardian in Standard, basically. But right now we are not sure they are even playing that. I think there's a pretty big chance. So maybe I should already bring it in, but yeah, I don't know. I guess Harsh Mentor is also good against the combo because they kill themselves before they can kill us, most likely, if we have Mentor into the battlefield. As each copy they make costs them 2 life. Interesting hand. So I think it's a keep. It's heavy on land, but we have basically 2 menacing creatures. So I'm not a big fan, but I think it's a keep. It is kind of close though. As even has pretty good draw here, it looks like. At least they have Mox. Drawing a land was awful for us, obviously, but not a ton we can do. Again, I will not keep a lot of 5-lander with mono red. But when you have 2 menacings like that, I think it might be fine. However, if they have Reinvol and or Counterspell for 2 creatures, we might end up in quite a lot of trouble. I'm gonna play the Dragon Lord first. If they have a Reinvol, I'd rather have them use it on the Eidolon actually, but you still deal damage yourself. And I don't really want to take 2 next turn. Now if they go Jace, bounce the Dragon Lord, we are pretty far behind. But there's not a lot we can do. Maybe I should have played Eidolon first, it's kinda close. Now the question is, should I play around a Sweeper? I can imagine them using a Foff end of turn. I'm not gonna play around a Sweeper, I haven't seen a Sweeper yet. And I think advancing the board is pretty important, especially if they go Fourth end of turn and then they have a Jace or something along these lines. Yeah, Fourth. Okay, none of this card looks actually threatening. That annoying, if anything. So they can pick what looks like the 2 best card or some more red. They might need the second red for something. If they are on Kiki-Jiki, they might want some more red. Spell Pierce we don't really care about. I think this is a pretty good split. They can pick the 2 best card, but I think the red might be pretty important for them. And we don't actually care too much about Mana Drain right now, as we don't have anything great that will play soon. Not sure about this split, it seems fine though. I guess the fact that they are thinking now is a good news for us. But again, I feel like their deck might really want the double red, maybe even the triple red. So they might not afford to... yeah, they've taken the lands. Alright, that's fine. So I guess my split was pretty good. Because Spell Pierce is not going to do a whole lot at this point. Unless we draw something like Koth or Chandra. And... well, they got their mountain, I guess, but... it is what it is. Jace Beleren, not looking very exciting here. Don't mind seeing that. And another mountain, okay, sure. As we draw more land, not great, but what can you do? Just gonna level up that thing now, I mean... could wait and try to bluff, but the truth is I have nothing, so... and they don't have anything either. We'll kill Jace. Think we lose 2 damage, but we deny them 1/2 cards, which is definitely relevant. Now the Dragon Lord is out of reach of most burn spell, which is good. They have a 6-drop though. Don't know what it could be. Cannot be Chandra Flamecaller or the Titan, the red Titan, as we have these. A Burning of Thingy. That's pretty good, I guess. I mean, since we're a little bit flooded, it's not that bad actually, but okay. They kept in Burning against Red Burn, that's interesting. It's not a card I would expect to be good in this matchup. Here it's fine, I guess. Yeah, I can live with that though. I'm gonna rebuild fairly quickly, and my deck can do a lot more than their deck with not a lot of mana, I believe. Might be wrong though. I mean, I think they are in pretty good spot, in pretty good posture here. I think it's looking quite good for them, but you see, I might be wrong. Wheel of Fortune was a pretty great top deck, I think. Oh, Pestermite end of turn and then kill me. Well, if they have that, I guess. Not a lot we can do. Then using Wheel of Fortune might be very risky. So if we don't just die here, which, you know, we might. No, they don't have double red. Yeah, I'm not really happy about using Wheel in this case. Ooh, that was a pretty decent top deck. If we can get some more lands. Yeah, they don't have the combo yet, or I mean they could have Splinter Twin in hand, but they might be missing second red, I don't exactly know. It is really risky to Wheel of Fortune. On the other hand, there's a chance they have one piece of the combo in hand, but they are just missing red. Also, if we wheel and they cannot combo right away, it means that we are pretty likely to draw some burn spell to either kill them or kill the Pessimite. I don't know how risky it is. It is really close, because if we are not doing that, we are not doing match. And we could wait quite a bit of time before we draw a land for Chandra. And again, I feel like they might have the piece of combo in hand, but they might be missing red, in which case using Wheel is decent. I guess we can Wheel and they will probably Spell Pierce it actually. And then it means that if we draw a land, Chandra can resolve, which is pretty big. Yeah, since they have Spell Pierce in hand, I believe it's right to jam that. I guess I can let it resolve. Maybe it's good for them. But I think there's a pretty decent chance they spell pierce it, and now we are way more likely going to resolve Chandra, which is pretty big, as it kills Pestamite and applies pressure. I mean, they might have another counterspell, obviously, but if they don't, this is pretty good. Alright, so their only card they can fetch with Mage is apparently the Mox Pearl, as they did not get something here. Maybe they have it in hand, but since it would be 1 or 0, they probably would have played it by now. Yeah, that is convenient. Let's put it this way. Yeah, we'll kill Pestamite. I mean, I would be happy to get rid of the blocker and be down for 5. The truth is, I cannot, they could have the Splinter Twin in hand, and I cannot just let myself die if they ever draw a red. That doesn't seem great, so I think we'll just play a little bit safer, lose a little bit of damage, but make sure we don't just die. Interesting. I think we will probably be, I think I'm willing to trade that Mauler for 2 cards, especially since lands are pretty good draw right now, given Chandra in hand. Harsh Mentor, okay. Just drop that. Equip it. Pass. Don't know what they have in hand. They might have some double red spell. Sphinx, that is pretty annoying. The other one is very close to dead though. Like here we can go Chandra, make this unable to block, put them down to 1, and then we have Incinerate in hand. Then they get to kill Chandra with their Sphinx, but there's not a... Well, they could have Force of Will, I guess. It looks like not. Okay, cool. Then I believe they probably lose. Also next turn we'll get to attack with Mentor. They have to either block it or kill it, otherwise it kills them. And we have 1 burn spell, but we might draw some more. They cannot even kill Chandra here, actually, I just realized. Yeah, it's looking really grim for the opponent. Not sure about how good this burning was. I think they might have wanted to sacrifice a little bit less mountain, because it really looks like being off of 2 red is bad for them right now. I might be wrong, but it looks like a pretty big factor. Their deck seems good, by the way. Looks like a pretty good blue-red Pessamite deck. We've been drawing well, for sure. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. It's been clunky for them, for sure. I don't know exactly at what levels at what level. It could be just missing missing the second red. Not entirely sure. Don't think we're supposed to play Koth. I mean, in any case we can do that and they die, so yeah. That's gonna do the job, and we'd have drawn some more burn of Harsh Mentor anyway when it would have died. So yeah, kind of a clunky game for them. But again, I don't think it's a good matchup. I think unless they can somehow assemble Pestamite plus Kiki-Jiki or Splinter Twin pretty early in the game through my burn spell, which is not gonna be that easy. It's not very solid matchup for them in general, though. They can definitely win. But yeah, I'm not sure what was in their hand here. I can imagine a couple double red spell, but they had a full grip and quite a bit of mana, so I'm not sure. In any case, again, enough talking. We got there. That was round 2. So we'll get to play the final, and I see you folks for that.